Do you have a Rainbow Loom ring or bracelet that is finished, but you have no S or C clip to end it? I got you covered. I got you covered. I got you covered.
What type did you make the cat?
Wait, can you make a tutorial on how to make the white cat?
How do you make the cat?
Can you please do a tutorial on how to do that animal thing?
Can you do a tutorial on how to make that loom bear thing, please?
Can you please show us how to do the Rainbow Loom Bear? It would be great. Thank you.
The time has come. Ta-da!
Okay, to start off, you're going to need 111 blue bands for the main fur color, 3 black bands, 2 green, which are going to be the eyes, 2 pink, which are for the ears, and 1 clear band, or you can use white for the whiskers. To start off, we're going to make the cat's 4 legs. So we're going to grab 1 band, and we're going to loop it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times, where you can see 4 loops. Then you're going to grab another single band and again loop it around 4 times. And there should be 4 loops. Then you're going to grab 2 more blue bands and we're going to pull these 2 looped bands over onto these 2 new bands. Then bring this other side onto the hook. Pull those to the middle. Then we're going to grab 2 more blue bands and we're going to pull these onto the band like so, and then we're going to put the other side on. And then finally grab 2 more blue bands and we're going to pull all of this onto them. Like so. And then we're going to repeat this for the next foot. So you can just put this one on another hook or any kind of stick where it can just wait until we need it. So again, we're going to get 1 band, we're going to loop it around 4 times, and then we're going to get another band and again loop it 1, 2, 3, and 4 times, as you can see. And then we're going to grab 2 more blue bands, bring them over, and pull everything onto them. Then we're going to bring this other side over and pull the 2 bands to the middle. Then we're going to get 2 more blue bands, pull all of this over onto them. Then bring that side back onto the hook. Then 2 more bands and bring all of this over onto them. Bring that side back on, and this is our second little leg. And the next 2 I'm going to do off camera, so meet you back here. Alright, so all 4 legs should be done now, and let's move on. The next thing we're going to be making is the cat's tail. So we're going to start with a single band, and we're going to again loop it around 4 times. And then we're going to get another single band, and we're going to loop it around twice. And then we're actually going to pull the band looped 4 times over onto this twice looped band. Like this. Bring the other side back on. And then we're going to grab another single band, and again we're going to loop it around twice, like so, and then we're going to pull everything over onto this band. And we're going to continue this, so again, 1 single band, loop it around twice, and pull it over onto this new band, put the side back on, and again a single band, loop it twice, pull this all over, like so, And again, single band, loop twice, and pull it all over. Okay, and one last time, get a single band, loop it twice, and pull it all over. You can add more if you want a longer tail, but this is all that I do, so we're going to pull it over. And for our last band, we're just going to pull everything over. We're not going to loop it twice, so let's just pull it all over onto this single band. Like so, pull it to the middle, and that is our finished tail. The next part of this cat that we're going to complete is the nose, so let's do that. I'm going to start with a single black band, and again we're going to wrap it around 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to grab 2 blue bands, and together we're going to loop them around once, so it'll make like 4 loops. Like that. And then we're going to pull the black band onto these 2 blue bands. Like so. And then we're going to grab a single blue band and pull all of this through it. Pull it to the middle, and now we have a finished nose. Now we're going to move on to the cat's eyes. So we're going to start off with 1 single black band, and we're going to wrap it around 4 times. And then we're going to get another black band, and again wrap it around 4 times. Next, I'm going to use a green band, and I'm going to wrap it around twice below this black band, and again 2 more times above the black band. It's a little confusing, but it's to make the eyes look right. Like that. And then we're going to do that again for the other eye. So we're going to grab another green band, and again we're going to loop it twice below the black band, and then again 2 more times above the black band. And this is how your eye should look. Now I'm going to grab a blue band and pull both of these eyes onto this blue band. And make sure that all these bands stay in order, so the 2 green, and then the 4 black, and then the next 2 green. And again with the second eye, make sure it stays in order, so the 2 green, the 4 black, and the 2 green. And those are the eyes. Okay, now we're going to do the cat's ears. So we're going to start by getting a single blue band and placing it in sort of a triangle shape like this over the first 3 pegs. And then we're going to grab a single blue band and we're going to loop it around twice like this and put it across these 2 pegs. And again, we're going to get a single blue band and we're going to loop it twice and put it across these next 2 pegs. Now we're going to get another blue band and loop it twice and place it in a triangle formation similar to the one we did at the beginning. Then we're going to grab a single pink band, and this is going to be the inside of the ear. And then we're going to grab the second triangle we made and make it into a sort of diamond shape. Now we're going to loop this pink band over towards the beginning. Now we're going to add a cat band, so we're going to wrap this band around 4 times. Then we're going to put it on this peg. And that's going to be the tip of the ear. Now this is going to be a little complicated, but what we're going to do is, if you remember, this top band is looped around twice. So we're going to go behind this cap band and we're going to grab the top part of this band and bring it to one side. Then we're going to go back inside and get the bottom half of that side and bring it to the other side. Now that we've completed that step, it's going to be a little easier. So we're just going to go into this peg and reach and get the bottom 2 loops and bring them over. And again, we're going to do this on the other side as well. So only grabbing the bottom 2 loops and bringing them over onto the next peg. Now we're going to grab this band, pull it over to the middle. And again, on the other side, we're going to grab this same band and pull it towards the middle. And that is all the looping for the ear. So now we can pull this ear off our loom, and very carefully so that we don't rip anything. And now we have one finished ear. And I am going to complete the other ear off camera, so you can rewind to complete that. And now we have 2 finished ears for our cat. Okay, now we can start with the whole body. So we're going to get 2 blue bands, place them across like this, 2 more blue bands, place them across on the other side, and again we're going to get 2 more bands, place them forward, 2 more, placing forward again, and we're going to repeat on the other side, so 2 going forward and 2 more going forward. And now we're going to get 2 more and bring them towards the middle. Again on the other side, getting 2 more and putting them towards the middle. Then we're going to grab 3 bands and place them down from the middle. Then 2 more bands and placing them down again. And again, 2 more bands down the middle. And that is our head. Now for the body, we're going to get 2 more bands and placing them down across. And we're going to get 2 more bands, place them down. 2 more, down again. And again, 2 more. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. So 2 more bands. And again, 2 more. 2 more down. And again, 2 more bands. And again, we're going to get 2 bands and place them going towards the middle. And again on the other side, towards the middle. And now we're going to grab 2 more bands. And we're going to fill in this row down the middle. So place them down, and again 2 more bands down the middle, and 2 more bands, and finally 2 more bands connecting these 2. Okay, now we're going to connect the cat's ears onto its head. So we're going to take this first ear and put it on this corner peg, making sure to get all these bands. And we're going to put it down like so. And again, on this other side, we're going to take this ear and put it on this other corner. And again, make sure to get all of the bands and put it down like so. And that is the 2 ears attached. And now we're going to attach these eyes. So to attach the eyes is very easy. We're just going to put it down 2 pegs, so it's kind of in the middle of the face, and then you can separate these eyes with your hook or with your fingers, just so they don't get stuck on the same side. And finally, we're going to attach this nose to the face. And don't worry, we're going to add the whiskers later. So for now, we're just going to attach this nose on these bottom 2 pegs, like so. And then we're going to place a few more bands in the shape of triangles, one over the eyes and one over the nose, just to make sure the face stays together. And then for the eyes, we're going to take one side of the band and bring it over up onto this triangle peg. And that'll help keep the eyes more separated. Now we're going to move on to the legs. So for the first 2 legs, we're going to place them on these bottom corners, like so. There's our first leg. And we're going to do this again for the second leg. So we're just going to be placing it on this bottom corner peg. And we're going to wait to place the other 2. And like we did on the face, we're going to place some triangles to keep it all together. So we're going to place one right here and one more right above that one. And now we're going to place our cap band. So we're going to grab a single band and wrap it around 3 times. And then we're going to place that on our last band right here. And we can begin looping. So the first thing we're going to do is go behind our cap band and bring over the top 2 bands, which should be going forward. And again, we're going to go down and bring over the top 2 bands. And one final time, we're going to bring over the 2 bottom bands, like this. And we're going to keep looping, so we're going to start with the right side, and we're going to get the 2 bands at the very bottom and bring them over. And again, we're going to get the bottom 2 bands and bring them over. And again with the next 2. And now we're going to attach one of the arms. So we're going to bring it over and place it on this corner peg. And then we're going to reach down and grab the bottom 2 bands and pull them over towards the middle. And we're going to repeat the same process on this other side. So again, we're going to grab the 2 bottom bands and bring them over. And we're going to continue this down the loom. And again, like before, we're going to place this arm on this peg. And then we're going to bring the band at the bottom over towards the middle. Now we're going to go back towards the bottom and loop forward this middle row. So we're going to get these bottom 2 bands, bring them forward. Again, grabbing the bottom bands and bringing them forward. And finally, these last 2 bands, we are going to bring forward. Now this is a little tricky because there's a lot of bands on this peg, but we're going to try to reach down and get the middle bands and pull them over. I'll try to get a better angle. Now we're going to grab whichever side is on top and pull those 2 bands over. And again, we're going to repeat that with the final 2 bands. And mine actually got caught, so make sure that none of them are sticking together and they can all be brought apart. So this is how it should look. And now we can start with this right side and we're going to just loop our way up. So getting the bottom 2 bands and bringing them forward. Again, grabbing the bottom 2 bands and bringing them forward. And we're going to go underneath this ear and grab the bottom 2 bands and bring them towards the middle. And we're going to repeat this on this side. So again, grabbing the bottom 2 bands and bringing them forward. And again, the bottom 2, bringing them forward. And again, going under the ear and grabbing the bottom 2 bands and bringing them towards the middle. Now we're going to go back down and do the final middle row. So we're going to grab again the bottom 2 bands, bring them forward. Move the eyes out of the way, and again grab the bottom band and bring it forward. And finally, we're going to add one last band to hold everything together. So we're going to go through all the bands on the final peg and bring this band through it. And now we can remove this entire thing from our rainbow loom. And as you can see, it looks a little crazy right now. But first we're going to tie our slip knot. So bring this first band over the second band, like that. Just so we can make sure it stays together. And now we're going to have to fix the face. As you can see, we're going to have to pull through this nose and push through the eyes so you can see them. Make sure that stays tight. You can adjust the ears if you need to. Make sure you can see the pink in the middle and make them a bit more triangular. And now we're going to add on the tail. So we're going to grab the cat and get these 2 bands that are kind of behind over here and get them on your hook. And then we're going to grab the tail and pull its ends through the 2 bands. So we're going to pull these 2 bands over it. Like that. And then we're going to pull the entire tail through these 2 bands we have on our hook. Like this, and our tail should be fully attached. And finally, we're going to use this clear band to make the whiskers. So what you're going to want to do is first put your hook through the entire nose, so it should be 4 loops, and pull this clear band halfway through this nose. Then with scissors, you're going to cut each end of the band so that it lays like whiskers. You can adjust them to make them look a bit better. And that is the finished cat. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching this video. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments. And I read all the comments, so I appreciate everyone. And I promise I will try to get y'all videos whenever I can. So thank you for sticking with me, and bye!